Jennifer made that. She likes to dehydrate a lot of things. Really strong, but I love onion bread. All dehydrated stuff. I need to eat more. I haven't had all my calories today. You know, you'll find, most of you, that oftentimes when you eat, it takes your energy away from you. You know, so there's certain levels that when you're being more of God as you know it, you're trying to be more of a godly person. You're allowing more spirit or energy to flow through you. And I think I can talk about this in the health side. You don't need to eat as much. I can tell you, I don't eat, as big as I am, I don't eat hardly anything. Somebody asked me if I eat meat. Never, really. I mean, once in a blue moon. Jensen talked me into tasting some duck once. But I'm as much as a raw foodist as I can get right now. I do cheat. My cheat is probably going to be on a chocolate chip cookie or something. I do a baked potato once in a while. That's a bad cheat for me. I put on a lot of weight with nuts in the past, and it's like, man, I got completely away from nuts now. I don't even buy them anymore. So it's just like certain foods. I can sit and go have a salad for lunch, and if I'm not careful, it'll take my energy away from me. And for some people, a salad will give them energy. I'm already pumping with energy. That's my problem, is I'm pumping with a lot of energy, and I have to be careful. So it's not about calories, sweetheart. I can just tell you that. Loves cartoon. Thanks for your comments, all you guys. AVRIL. Hey, Chris. You know, thank you for that comment to Chris. You know what? That really pumped him up. It is a lot of work. He does do this on the weekends at home, and this is going to be a long video. So I feel for him right now. But you know what? I want to get to all your questions, and then we'll have a nice archive of videos here for you and for others, because once you guys get it, then you take on the robe, and you become just like Centron. He's pulling it on, wearing the robe, going down the line. Yeah, he's going to have some ups and downs and bumps, but Centron, more power to you. That's what life's about when you get on this ride, and you got people you would love to get well, and they're just not going to do it. You just can't overly care. Just always be in the now, Centron, and just know your subject matter, which you do, and just ride that ride. You know, I've had a lot of discussions. They were up and down, and so, you know, you just learn. So you guys are doing good. And there'll be a new group of people coming through, and we'll have these videos all ready for them. So you guys, I'm just so proud of you guys. I talked to a lady yesterday. She was so good. She really knew her stuff. Cystic fibrosis, I think I already talked about that in the last video there, definitely. Definitely want to deal with cystic fibrosis. 100% raw, nothing cooked. Get the lungs formula, 3-lung tea, breathe it in like a Vicks vapor breathing treatment. Really hit that lymphatic system. Remember, acids scar tissue. Acids burn you. Acids break you down. Yeah, Shannon, and Shannon appreciate that. She's brand new here. She did go to this holistic school up the road here. But she appreciated that a lot. Let me see. This is we went on a 10-day water fast at 400 pounds. This guy was, or this lady was 400 pounds. Boy, sweetheart, I admire you. You really are taking this on. It was easy during the fast. Here's the fast on my way home. I got enlarged lymph nodes, back of my neck, on both wrists. I'm juicing and drinking water now. But is there anything else I can do? This is why I like the herbs. This is exactly why I like the herbs, and why you have to consider the endocrine gland system. You got to consider the adrenal glands and how they control the kidneys. Now the pituitary controls the kidneys as well. So this is why I say the endocrine glands control everything. Then you got to go to the kidneys, the colon, and the lymph system. and you're going to be successful. And getting the adrenals up, going to help get that weight down. You'll metabolize your sugars better. Getting your thyroid up will increase the rate of metabolism. So everything will help you, sweetheart, to get yourself in line again. And so keep going down that road of raw as much as you can. I find the bigger the person, the more difficult they have on all raw for extended periods of time. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. Don't tell yourself you're heavy and you want to lose weight. Just focus on health. Just totally take to the positive focus, and you always want to be healthy. You're just going to, everything you do is about the health of your body. Don't focus you're skinny, don't focus you're obese, don't focus anything but health. Put it in a positive manner, it'll bring that energy through you better, and you'll heal better. Get those endocrine glands up. That's where the problem is in the endocrine glands. But then the problem comes into the lymph system. But you could back that up and say the lymph system was the causative factors in the first place, no matter who genetically passed you this weakness. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could eat fruit just for 10 years too, Coolins. I do. I don't know. I just got into so many roads. Oh my God, and the energy was so intense for me. Oh my God. But I do admit I was blessed. I did have a good organic source of oranges that were, they were heaven sent. That's all I can tell you. You can't find them anywhere like that ever. They were heaven sent. That's all I know. This was about iron supplements and Cooley's syndrome and the like. You're on regular blood transfusions, and you've been on iron chelation therapy for a good 20 years. You have too much iron. Let's see what else. Frequent blood transfusions, potential problems dealing with customs when shipping herbal tinctures to Canada. We really, like I said, we really haven't had really too much problems getting our herbs into Canada. Now, unless they've forced the codex on you guys, that could be more of a problem then. But I haven't heard that yet. But you know, when you have too much iron, I had someone that had high levels of iodine. And same thing with iron. You've got to get the colon healthy. You've got to get the adrenal glands healthy. You've got to get the spleen healthy. You really got to clean up your body and regenerate the villi, regenerate the bowel wall, regenerate the body. And so get that lymph. You can use blood formulas, adrenal gland formulas, kidney, lymphatics, do a spleen formula, liver formula, just clean those two up while you're doing it, and really just kind of get the body back into a state of health. Your iron will come down and balance out, and you'll be good. You'll go further and further away from blood transfusions, and then you'll be in good shape, my friend. That's the only way you can do it, really, that I know of. This person is a 38-year-old male. He's 6 foot, 145 pounds, so here's a thin person. So we know there's probably a little bit of malabsorption, but if you're a raw foodist in today's world, you're going to be thin because we're coming out of memory patterns of starches and fattening foods, and it's just we're going to cycle through a cycle of thinness for a while we straighten that up. Plus, we have a lot of pituitary problems today, so we're seeing a lot of growth in terms of height, and we're seeing thinness. We're seeing the suppression of the other glands. He's got the dry, sensitive lips. Of course, what dries up tissue? What makes things sensitive or hurt or painful? Acids. You want to get those out of there before you start popping some cancer cells here. So you want to move your lymph system again. I don't know if you have your tonsils or not. You're not nuts. I know a lot of people think people are nuts, but you know, that people call me nuts too, I guess. I don't know. We don't care, do we? If we're all a bunch of nuts watching this YouTube channel, that's okay, isn't it? At least we're good nuts. But yeah, if you're sensitive and dry there, you're too acidic, and be careful because you can break down your jawbone, your teeth. You want to move your lymph. And of course, here you are under the arms with the axillary lymph nodes, and oh wait, here's your kidneys. So you really got to get those kidneys and adrenals, clean up your bowels, remember? And I'm going to keep going over there because those are the main focus, and you can really cure literally just about anything doing that. But I certainly would do that. You could probably do some hot and cold applications to the mouth and stuff, but I don't know. The other thing you could do is some of that heal all tea and hold it in your mouth just to let those herbs absorb into the gums and draw and pull and heal. You could do that, but this is all about the lymph system and moving the lymph system, and that's an internal systemic problem, not a topical problem. Matter of fact, the more you apply things to your lips, the worse you could get. You have to be very careful. I probably wouldn't do anything but an aloe vera, and aloe vera could dry up your lips even more. So grapeseed oil maybe would be okay. It's a nutritive oil. Something like that would be okay. Let me see here. Basically, he's saying that his diet only works for 30% of the population and leads to the form. Oh, yeah, this is the one I had to laugh with. And this is gravity clonics. You know better. I addressed this the other day where this guy says it only works on 30% of the people, and that children that go raw get deformed. Oh, yuck. Well, you know, some people just are where they are. You know, that's not where we are. Look at the comments that you guys are having, the experiences you're having on fruit. I'm getting some great reports here, and I've had 40 years of, I mean, our reputation precedes us. I mean, we've healed people from all these issues for years and years and years, to some point where it's amazing to see the level of regeneration. Someone asked me about scoliosis stuff, and I want to get to that one. That's a good one too. We're going to be here a while, so I'm sorry about that. So try to bear with me here if I'm not getting to your questions. This person asked me for some help. It's Marjorie. Her dentist wants to do a root canal on one or more teeth. You know what? I mean, if you can get real raw fast enough, you get your lymph moving fast enough, maybe you can save those. You know, you have to just work on it and see, sweetheart. Well, but if you do have a root canal, you only want it packed with a calcium substrate or something, some type of calcium, nothing else. I don't know of any way to avoid root canals quickly. You'd think it would, wouldn't you? The heal all tea in your mouth, I know, it works great for abscesses, but getting to decay into that level, that's a deeper level, a lot of detoxification and a lot of time on raw. So it's not a quick process. That's the problem. It took a lot of years to get there. It takes a while to back it up, sweetheart. But I would, you could use, now you've got algum fillings here. Oh, they want to use algum fillings. I tell you what, this is another case where I feel if a dentist uses algum fillings, they should be liable. That should generate a lawsuit, because now there's enough awareness, there's enough knowledge. We red bag mercury. We know that it is a toxin. It's a neurotoxin. It specifically likes brain tissue, and they should be liable for doing that. These dentists, they got to get with it. You know, I don't respect practitioners that don't grow. And if I don't grow, I don't deserve your respect. So you know, when you find you're doing something that's harmful, for God's sake, drop it and get out of there. And we as Homo sapiens need to be able to grow in our thinking. There's so many constipated people. Even in religions, they're so constipated, willing to kill over their belief system.